Let's be real. Most men have no clue how much their thrusting style actually matters. It's not only about movement or endurance, it's about rhythm, awareness, and timing. Get it wrong, and your partner may end up feeling disappointed or even uneasy. Get it right, and you'll create an experience she won't soon forget. So today, we're going to fix that. You're about to discover 5 key techniques that can completely transform how you move during sex, how to heighten her pleasure, stay composed, and make every second memorable. Consider this your field manual for becoming a more mindful, confident, and responsive lover. I'm Dr. HANA Kim, a men's sexual health specialist. Let's get into how to use your body the right way, because technique truly makes the difference. Number 1. Master the slow build. One of the biggest mistakes guys make is diving into deep, fast thrusts too early. It might look exciting on adult videos, but in real life it often feels uncomfortable for women. That's because a woman's body needs time to warm up. Her vaginal canal expands gradually to adapt to penetration, and that doesn't happen instantly. If you begin with intense thrusting right away, you're more likely causing friction and discomfort instead of pleasure. She might not tell you this, either because she doesn't want to hurt your ego or because she thinks that's how it's supposed to feel. But biologically, it's not truly enjoyable until her body relaxes and adjusts. So, start slow. Allow her body to respond to your rhythm. Begin with light teasing strokes and slowly build up depth and speed as her arousal rises. That bit of patience makes everything feel smoother, more connected, and far more pleasurable for both of you. Believe me, when you take your time and let her open up, she'll feel every movement in the most incredible way. Number 2. Learn to read her body. Before thinking about pace or intensity, focus on awareness, genuine awareness. A woman's body is always communicating. Her breathing, her sounds, the subtle movement of her hips. They're all giving you clues about what feels good and what doesn't. Yet too many men stay trapped in their heads, worrying about performance or what comes next. Forget all that. Be present. Feel her reactions. Notice when she grips tighter or arches her back. That's her body's signal saying, yes, keep doing that. When you start listening to those cues, you'll instinctively know when to slow down, when to speed up, and when to switch things up entirely. Being observant and present will make you a much better lover than the majority of men who simply go through the motions. When you focus on her reactions, you're not just moving, you're building a rhythm together, one that feels natural and deeply satisfying. Number 3, the power of teasing. Now that you know how to read her body, let's talk about control. Teasing isn't just playful. It's one of the most effective ways to heighten desire. When a woman is close to release, pausing for just a brief moment or unexpectedly slowing down actually makes her want it even more. Think of it like pressing pause on her pleasure right before it peaks. The moment you take that sensation away, her body begins craving it twice as hard. So when you bring it back, when you start moving again, it hits her with double the intensity. Here's how to use this technique. Once you've found a good rhythm and she's clearly responding with pleasure, ease back just a little. Soften your movements. Try slow, shallow thrusts and let her anticipation rise. Watch how her body reacts. She'll start to move, to reach for you, to beg for more. That's when you know you've got her exactly where you want her. Just one word of caution. Don't try this right when she's about to climax. If you pull away at that exact point, she'll hate it. This move works best earlier on, when the tension is still building and the anticipation can safely grow stronger. Number 4, mix up your rhythm. Nothing kills excitement faster than repetition. If you keep thrusting at the same speed and depth for too long, her body starts to adapt, and the sensations fade. That's why switching up your tempo is so important. Alternate between deep, slow strokes and lighter, teasing ones. Adjust your rhythm depending on how close you both are, the position you're in, and the level of energy left between you. In the beginning, Keep it slow and sensual. Make every motion deliberate. As things heat up, increase your pace and depth, especially in more dynamic positions like doggy style. Then ease back again. Think of it as creating waves of rhythm instead of one constant pattern. This back and forth variation keeps her body alert, her nerve endings alive, and both of you completely absorbed in the moment. When you get it right, this mix of control and passion feels effortless and unforgettable. Number 5, grinding, the forgotten secret. Here's something that truly separates an average lover from an exceptional one: grinding. Most men assume penetration is just about the in-and-out motion, but that's only half the story. Grinding. Keeping deep contact while moving your pelvis against hers stimulates the spots regular thrusting tends to miss, especially the clitoris and labia. These are the most sensitive areas of a woman's anatomy. When you apply steady, consistent pressure through grinding, you can trigger waves of intense pleasure. Remember, the clitoris isn't just that small button at the top. It extends internally, wrapping around the vaginal entrance. When you grind instead of thrust, you're pressing and rubbing against those inner extensions, creating sensations that feel fuller, deeper, and more complete. Positions like missionary or cowgirl make this easiest to achieve. Keep your bodies close, move with firm but gentle pressure, and focus on staying connected. It's not about force, it's about rhythm and contact. Another advantage? Grinding gives you time to recover. If you feel close to finishing too soon, slow your pace and shift to grinding. It allows you to maintain intimacy and pleasure without overstimulation. For her, it feels incredible, and for you, it's a perfect way to regain control. Bonus insight: the emotional connection. Here's a truth most men overlook. The best sex isn't just about physical chemistry, it's about emotional chemistry. When a woman feels emotionally secure, relaxed, and connected to you, her pleasure increases dramatically. That sense of trust makes her body more receptive, her arousal stronger, and her orgasms far more powerful. Even if it's a new or casual relationship, building that emotional connection amplifies everything that happens between you. It's the difference between a fleeting moment and someone who can't stop thinking about you afterward. Let's recap the 5 essential techniques. Start slow and let her body open naturally. Pay close attention to her reactions. Use teasing to build irresistible anticipation. Change your tempo to keep sensations alive. And don't forget the power of grinding. When you combine all of these, patience, awareness, rhythm, and connection, you become the kind of lover who delivers unforgettable experiences every single time. That's it for today's guide. Thank you for watching. I hope you found this genuinely helpful, maybe even inspiring. Remember, great lovers aren't born that way. They're made through understanding, consistent practice, and attention to detail. I'm Dr. HANA Kim, men's sexual health expert, and I'll see you next week with more insider insights on what women really want.